Imagine waking up and hearing whispers, not from anyone you know, but from the voices in your own head. Imagine seeing shadows move out of the corner of your eye, but when you turn, there's nothing there. Now, what if I told you these aren't just figments of a bad dream, but signs of real, terrifying mental disorders that are more common than you think? In the next few minutes, you'll hear about mental conditions that blur the line between reality and delusion, disorders that twist perception in such unsettling ways. They'll make you question everything you know about the mind and the world around you. Meet Capgras syndrome. A person with this disorder truly believes that their loved ones have been replaced by identical imposters. Imagine looking at your mother, your partner, your closest friend, and instead of seeing the person you know, you see a stranger who looks exactly the same. You can't trust anyone, even the people closest to you. For those living with Capgras syndrome, the world becomes a maze of paranoia and disbelief, where betrayal and loss of identity haunt their every step. What would you do if the person you loved the most was suddenly a perfect stranger? Then, there's Codard's delusion. Imagine one day waking up and believing you're dead. Not just dead, but a walking corpse. You feel the cold, the emptiness, but nothing can convince you otherwise. For those with Codard's, reality shifts into a nightmarish void where even the most fundamental truth is denied. The terrifying part: they are still fully conscious, aware of their surroundings, but trapped in the belief that they no longer exist. Can you even begin to imagine how horrifying it would be to look in the mirror and see no reflection of yourself? And then there's alien hand syndrome. Imagine your hand starts doing things you didn't tell it to do. It grabs objects, makes movements, and even covers your mouth, all without your control. It's like being trapped in your own body, a prisoner to your own limbs. For people with alien hand syndrome, their own hand feels like a foreign entity, alien to them. It might reach for a glass of water, but then throw it across the room. The terror of losing control of your own body, it's a living nightmare that no one would ever wish to experience. But wait, what if you looked at a crowd and thought everyone was the same person? You could be walking down the street, only to see the same face pop up again and again, staring, following, watching you. This is fragility delusion, a rare but chilling disorder where the mind convinces a person that all strangers are the same individual, constantly changing their disguise to manipulate or harm them. Every stranger becomes a threat, and no one can be trusted. Would you be able to feel safe in a world where everyone around you is a faceless enemy? These are just a few glimpses into the darker side of the mind. These disorders aren't just rare curiosities, they're real, and they can turn the mind into a labyrinth of terror. So, the next time you find yourself staring into the darkness, ask yourself, what if it's not the world that's changing, but your perception of it? What if the nightmare was you?